say
That's only number 10?
That's number 10.
There have been some good ones, though.
Here comes
like,
number 9. Drew throws it up.
Like, that's pretty vicious.
And AD throws it down. What do you think?
This playoff was a coming out party for Drew
Only
Holiday.
because there have been some super monumental moments. I feel like this is going to be a good one.
Number 8, Chris Paul. A little drive.
Yeah, that has a bizarre hang. I love
the
it.
finger roll. What do you think, Taylor?
George Gervin is somewhere smiling.
He's always smiling.
Number 7, this is from Pacers Cavs late in the 4th. Victor Oladipo, yes. LeBron says no.
Hold on, hit the break.
Hold up.
That's goaltending. How's that going to be number 7?
Yeah, we might have our first issue.
It was an important play.
Well, yeah, but
it was an important play. Number 6,
the next day.
Sixers Celtics game 3. Ben Simmons. Oh.
Yeah, that's fun. I like that one.
Joel.
I'm a sucker for like mean slams. I'm just.
Shout out to Philly.
Number 5, more from that series. This one is game 1. Terry Rozier through his own legs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now we're talking. Okay.
Oh,
that is filthy.
He's had a
that
few.
is nasty. Also somebody that's made a name for themselves in this year's playoff.
Number 4, this is Bucks Celtics, and it's Giannis. Oh.
Yeah.
I see a common denominator in a couple of those plays, Aaron Baines, looking at
Hey, you know what, though? He's had moments that are great. He just happens to also be on those.
Number 3, we're going back to Cavs and Pacers. LeBron for the win.
Okay. Now
Pretty
we're
good. Listen to the call from ESPN Brazil.
LeBron recebe, vai pro arremesso. Cai fatal! Papai Lebrão! Lebrão, ladrão, roubou meu coração! Lebrão, ladrão, roubou meu coração!
They lost their minds in Rio.
All right, Portuguese.
All right, number 2, this is Rockets Jazz. Donovan Mitchell to himself.
Yeah, yeah. I'm good with this one. Oh, then what's going to be? It's got to be is it the LeBron fadeaway to win? It's got to be, right?
Let's find out. Here comes number 1, the number 1 play of the playoffs.
Am I guessing it? It's like trivia for me, but different. Yeah.
LeBron James for the win.
Float on.
What the hell?
Beetle, yell something in Portuguese.
No, because what they first yelled, I thought was a bad word. I was like, oh my, this is risque. I like it.
And those are your top 10 plays of the NBA playoffs
Now
so far.
that's a top 10 list.
NBA action. It's fantastic.
No.
All right, we all knew this was coming, right? We got the Warriors, we got the Rockets, we got the Western Conference Finals, and maybe for the NBA title. We'll see. So we're going to be previewing this series a million different ways over the next couple of days, as you would imagine, trying to give you some different angles. Here's the first way we want to attack it, and that is to rank the sheer talent in this matchup.
Wow.
So, Jalen, we're going to ask you to pick the 10 best players in this series in order, and we're listening.
Greeny, this is a lot of star power we have going on in the Western Conference Finals. All of these guys deserve to be all NBA performers. At number 6, Klay Thompson, a knockdown shooter who's going to have his moments in this series where he has 30-plus points. But more importantly, on the other end of the floor, he's got to guard James Harden. He's got to guard Chris Paul, a tall task.
I like that.
Number 5, Day-Day, Draymond Green. People underestimate the fact that he does so much for the Golden State Warriors at 6'7". He defines the depth lineup because he can guard guys that are 6'11" and 7 feet, but also lead the team in rebounding and assists. What a unique player in today's game. Number 3, CP. He had 40. I mean,
he wears number 3, but we're up to number 4.
I see what happened.
The numbers seem to have flopped, but we'll just keep moving. We got it.
Good job, Mickey Callaway.
He is number 4.
Chris Paul. He had 40 in the closeout game. Has done a terrific job of actually improving. He can put you on skates. He's an aggressive scorer now. I expect for him in his first conference finals to put on the show. Now we have James Harden, the beard. Here's a guy that has actually flamed out last 2 seasons in the playoffs, which is why Chris Paul was going to team up with the presumptive MVP from this year to see if they could conquer these Golden State Warriors. Next up, we have the chef, Steph Curry, who people underestimate the fact that he now defines the new era. He's not a point guard or a shooting guard. I call him the vanguard. He's so good that they won a championship, won 73 games. He's the least, only unanimous MVP. And the #1 player on this list left his squad to go play with him. And that is Kevin Durant, who, by the way, is the reigning Finals MVP, a terrific scorer. I don't see Houston having a matchup for him. He's going to be a big-time problem, not only for the Rockets, but like he's been for every team in the league.
Here's what upsets me, Beetle.
Really?
Yes, this is the part of this that upsets me.
I feel peaceful about it.
Is that I really enjoy yelling at Jalen, and I have made it my goal in life to teach him something about basketball.
Yeah.
But you happen to have gotten that exactly right. The ones that are going to be controversial, if there is controversy here, is putting Draymond ahead of Clay, but I actually agree with you on that. I don't know that if you gave every team in the league the option of choosing one or the other, they would probably take Clay. But for the purposes of what they do on this team, I will agree with you on Draymond. And James Harden is going to be the MVP of the league this year, but I agree with you on Steph ahead of him. KD is a no-brainer. I agree with you on Steph ahead of him. Do you?
It is actually interesting that he is probably going to be the MVP and he's only 3rd. But like Greeny said, I don't have enough passion in me to make up to pretend I want to argue with this. I think it's good, and I think I like the Draymond. I don't even know if teams would necessarily take Clay over Draymond. I think Draymond's value is so much bigger than just what the stat sheet tells us at the end of the night. He is so valuable to that team.
Here's what Draymond's going to bring in this series that makes the Warriors unique. The Golden State Warriors, as you broke down, the Houston Rockets do a lot of isolation. Usually they're picking on somebody. They're picking on the tallest guy or the guy that is the weakest defender. You can't do that with Draymond on the floor because he's one of the top defenders in the entire league. So if he gets stuck on Chris Paul, if he gets stuck on James Harden, it's not a sore mismatch. And so he allows it to go. Plus, he's required to be a playmaker on the other side.
If you gave every team in the league the option of starting a team with either James Harden or Steph Curry, who would get picked more?
Steph Curry. No question about it.
I agree.
Not even close, right?
Steph Curry has the signature shot in basketball, a range-finding three-point shot. He's the only guy I've ever seen when they're 80 feet from the hoop and you give him the ball, you're thinking it might go in. He's the first guy I've seen people get to the game 2 hours prior to watch him work out. And so Steph Curry is the person that's defining the era other clearly than LeBron James.
How about the backcourt? If I just flat out ask you who has a better backcourt in this series, Harden and CP3, if you just add up the numbers you assign to them, the Rockets actually come out lower, with a lower number, which would mean better. CP3 and Harden together would add up to 7 in this series, and Clay and Steph would add up to 8. But I would take the Warriors backcourt. Which one would you take?
I got to take the Splash Brothers. Because this is the time of year where if CP3 and James Harden want to dethrone them, now you got to get a chance to go out and play and prove it.
I'll be interested if we do an immediate reaction after this series is over, if one or two of these guys, and I mean, we're really looking at Harden and CP3 because we've seen the other guys be the best, what they have managed to do in this series.
How about this? I could make a claim that all 6 of those guys on my list will be in the Hall of Fame one day.
I mean,
I'm looking at it right, just very quickly. I mean, I think 4 of them at this point are mortal locks, and we'll wait and see what winds up happening with Draymond and Clay. I don't think it's impossible. I don't think that's crazy. The one thing I can tell you with certainty is that I know that all this basketball is very exciting, but the Players' Championship starts today, and that's the one thing that I think most people sitting at home are most excited about because you have some very glamorous pairings, and you have a very famous hole there at number 17. Why are you looking at me like that? I don't understand.
roll the animation.
What animation do we have? I don't understand.
Just do it. Just roll it.
What is that?
You know what it is. There you go.
Oh, nice, Bees.
Carry on, sir. Carry on.
What a pleasant surprise. Please cook, sir.
I wasn't consulted about this. I feel that this is a conversation that is going to have to be had in the post show coming up a little later today, so we don't spend 20 minutes on graphics. But anyway, it's a whole other. That's inside.
Inside baseball.
But let's talk a little bit about the Players' Championship, which many people call the 5th major. And for this conversation, let's bring in everyone's favorite caddy,
my brother. That's my guy right there.
Michael Collins is with us, and he is flexing because why wouldn't he be? Michael, we got Tiger and Phil playing together.
And because to get in James Harden's head, all you got to do is call him a flopper. So apparently, it's going to be easy. You know, I heard Michelle and Jalen get mad, but Jalen, come on, man. James Harden, you a flopper. Get up.
Come on, Michael, you know about this stuff. Let's start with you. Who's going to win this series, Golden State and Houston?
Golden State's going to win the series, but I am with Jalen that it's going to be a better series than what a lot of people are thinking that Golden State's going to run away with it. I like Golden State in 6 games.
All right, what are you more excited to watch?
But I think James Harden and Chris Paul are going to show out just a little bit.
All right, we're going to see. Now, are you more excited to watch the Warriors play the Rockets or to watch Tiger and Phil play together at least today and tomorrow at the Players' Championship?
Oh,
don't get fired.
That's not fair. You're asking a dude, right? Exactly. You're asking a dude covering golf. Do you like watching golf better or basketball better? And the dude that was just in the barbershop chair yesterday.
I'm gonna answer for him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. You know, I want to see Tiger and Phil go toe-to-toe. But the thing is about Tiger and Phil, the shade that they threw at each other in the media center on Tuesday and Wednesday is almost like that could be better than them and everybody else. Because remember, there's 100 and something other dudes out here playing. So the fact of Tiger and Phil maybe going toe-to-toe on their own little separate thing, that would be off the chain.
Now, everyone is going to be talking about Tiger and Phil because of the legendary status. And then there's another mega group, if you will, because Rory McIlroy, Justin Thomas, and Jordan Spieth, I believe, just teed off moments ago. Are those the groups everyone's keeping an eye on? Is that what you're watching today?
Well, that's the thing. Everyone's going to be focused on the two mega groups. But let me tell you something. Later this afternoon, watch the group that's right behind Tiger Phil. And that is Andrew Landry, Austin Cook, and Xander Schauffele, who was last year's Rookie of the Year. Those three dudes not going to have anybody following them. They're just going to be looking at a big crowd. But you know what that also means? Freedom for them. They can play nice, loose, and free because there ain't going to be nobody walking on them. I bet you they family members are going to be like, we'll go ahead, a couple holes up there. Don't worry, no, we were watching.
Xander Schauffele was on the cover of Golf Digest recently. He's a good young player. Quickly before we let you go, you got to play yesterday, I'm told, and you went out there to 17, which is one of the most famous holes in all of golf. And I'm told you hit the green and you posted some pictures. Let's take a look at Michael Collins' Instagram account and tell everybody. Beetle, let me know what you think here. This is his Instagram account, right? So that's the famous hole.
Right, that's beautiful.
That's 17. And look where he got it to.
Sweet, sweet Mary.
Look where he got it to. I got one more, but it's better. Here we go.
Oh, my goodness.
I got a better one than that still. I got a better one coming. Show me the better one.
Oh, I'm a little bit afraid what the better one is.
Oh, that was all. I thought I had you flexing on that one. What do you think?
What is happening right now? By the way,
He's bringing sexy back.
Michael hasn't seen Titanic either, just so you know.
Yeah, that's right. Why would I watch a movie where I already know the boat sinks? But I'm saying JCPenney, yo, for the next catalog, what's up, yo?
So stupid.
It was because Matt Barry challenged me on live TV and was like, you ain't got the Pro V1s to hit a shot right now. What? You challenging me, the caddy? And here's the thing, it's the caddy competition. 105 guys hit shots, about just under 70 went in the water. You know who didn't go in the water? America's caddy, because I got y'all's back. That's how it works. And then Barry didn't believe that it was on the green, so I had to go show him just a little bit. You know what I mean? If you're going to do it, show out.
He is the best. He's ESPN the caddy. Michael, thank you. We'll check in as the weekend gets going. Again, Tiger and Phil. He is a crowd favorite. Don't forget about ESPN's Draft Academy. It's an 8-part documentary. It's a personal behind-the-scenes look into the lives of Sam Darnold and Josh Allen and Micah Fitzpatrick and Shaquem Griffin. All 8 episodes are available now on ESPN Plus. They're streaming exclusively on the ESPN app. Start your free trial of ESPN Plus today.